All right, here we are taking a little stroll through an old neighborhood in downtown San Jose, or just off downtown actually. It's very close to San Jose State University. And yeah, a lot of houses here were built in the early you're talking 1901, 1905, 1908. Then a lot of them have been, torn down and rebuilt over the years because, nothing lasts forever. But there is one very special house here in the neighborhood. It's a house that is in above average condition, I guess you would say, although, not all houses here are tumble down shacks. Some of them are pretty well kept up, but this one in particular has been really well kept up. And it's pretty big, actually, much bigger than most houses in the neighborhood. I think it's around 2,700 square feet. It's also on a really oversized lot. It's actually about a 15,000 square foot lot. So uncommonly large. It's a deep lot, sort of a narrow street frontage, but deep. And
How do you do, sir?
hello, how do you do? That's your friendly mailman. A lot of friendly people in the neighborhood, of course, here. Very friendly place. But it also says year built 1998, but that's not correct because it was moved from its original location, which is currently the location of City Hall. But yeah, so I guess when they moved it in 1998, they rebuilt it substantially. And here it is, right here behind me. This house right here is the site of the first Grateful Dead concert. That's the first concert where they were actually called the Grateful Dead, because before that they were the Warlocks, and they played at Magoo's Pizza Parlor or wherever that was in Menlo Park, I guess, or Palo Alto. But this is the first place where they ever actually played as the Grateful Dead, the first acid test, I guess you could say, where the Grateful Dead actually played.
This graceful Queen and Victorian at 635 East St. James Street anchors a leafy historic block in downtown San Jose's Nagley Park neighborhood. Framed by gorgeous bougainvillea plants and a wrought iron fence, the house certainly stands out when you're walking by. It's a 6-bedroom, 3-bathroom home offering approximately 2,700 square feet of living space on a generous 0.36-acre lot. That's about 15,600 square feet, which is huge for downtown San Jose. Now, the property was originally built at 43 South 5th Street, which is today the site of San Jose's City Hall, but still today there is an old 43 number plate on the front porch adjacent to the current 635 East St. James identification. It was built in 1886, but moved to its current location and renovated from top to bottom in 2003. This 2-story wood frame residence still features the hallmark asymmetry and ornate detailings of Queen Anne style: textured shingles, decorative trim, a wraparound porch, and tall sash windows. It presents a classic silhouette against a backdrop of mature street trees and vintage homes. Inside, the layout spans 2 levels across some 12 rooms. Now, I don't have any information on the current interior finishes, but I do expect it would blend original touches harmoniously with modern updates. And certainly, looking at the exterior, it does demonstrate that they combined a lot of really great modern-day craftsmanship with the historic vintage characteristics of late 19th century construction. Nagley Park and its adjacent downtown environments offer walkable streets filled with historic character, parks, and urban amenities. Residents enjoy close proximity to San Jose State University and the San Jose Civic Auditorium, which is where the Rolling Stones were playing that night, and the acid test at this house was kind of like the after party. There are also a lot of local cafes and public green spaces, all tucked into a quiet residential neighborhood just minutes on foot or bicycle from the city core. With generous room counts, vintage elegance, and a sizable lot in a prime urban neighborhood, this home blends historical architectural richness with valuable real estate presence, and a historic rock and roll pedigree that would surely boost its value, since there's no shortage of well-heeled deadheads in Silicon Valley. If you go to look at it online today, it says it's worth about $1.5 million, but I think if word got out on the street that this house were for sale, you would find it rapidly bid up in price by many, many buyers who would love to call this home, myself included.
Pretty exciting for those of you who care about that sort of thing. Here it is, right downtown San Jose at 635 East St. James. So yeah, if you're ever in the neighborhood, come check it out. Definitely a part of rock and roll history, and certainly Bay Area history as well.
All right, well, this is not the normal kind of content that I share here
on Seb Frey TV. But given that we are now on the cusp of Grateful Dead 60, the 60th anniversary of the founding of the Grateful Dead, big show this weekend in Golden Gate Park. I'll be there. Will I see you there? I thought, you know what, it would be fun to share this little bit of Bay Area, San Jose, and Grateful Dead history. So for all you Deadheads out there, if you are in downtown San Jose, go check this house out, especially if you love your Queen Anne Victorian houses, because it really, really is a sight to behold. And if you are looking, by the way, to buy or sell a house anywhere in the San Jose or Silicon Valley area, and you're looking for someone who is going to play some good tunes as we're driving down the street to go see houses or maybe signing a listing agreement, by all means, give me a call. Love to hook up with you and see what your situation is and how I can help you make the best out of whatever transaction you are looking to effect here in the greater Silicon Valley area. My phone number is at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead, give me a call or shoot me a text message anytime. All right, that's all I have for this video. Thank you so very much for watching. And if by any chance, any slim chance you did enjoy this video, I'm guessing, just a guess, that you might also enjoy some of these videos over here. These are some of the most popular videos here on my YouTube channel, so please do take a look. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thank you so very much for watching, and please stay tuned.